Yes, Tevin Campbell, at the time was 14 years old, signed by Quincy Jones, and out of Texas, a great young singer, and very, very beautiful man, and we're still tight to this very day. And he has an incredible range, and he loves Donny Hathaway and loves Aretha Franklin, so it was a real joy and a real pleasure to work with him.
So how did that song come about? You just in the studio vibing, or what's what?
Yes, exactly. At the studio, I met him, and I just looked at him, and we were talking, and I said, give me something that you want to sing about. And somehow we got around this thing, tell me what you want me to do. And then it just became, within half an hour, the song was written.
Okay, and you also did I Don't Want to Cry for Mariah Carey off of her debut album, correct?
Yeah, same kind of thing. When I met with Mariah, just talking to her about what she would like to kind of get into, I wanted something very dramatic for her. So that what kind of hit me was, I don't want to cry, the idea of that, and just at my keyboards, and she's looking across at me, she's singing, and I'm playing, and we're just trying ideas, and then there it is, and she writes the lyric, and we have a #1 record,
It seems like it's better when it's organic, because when Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis were doing Control with Janet Jackson, they basically sat down with her and bounced off ideas, did the same thing with New Edition and Heartbreak. So it seems like if you come natural and not forced, it sounds better.
Well, I think it's easier because then you can kind of marry the soul of the artist, with the producer and the songwriter, and put everything together. And so, you're right. It's more organic and more honest.
And why is it that you think, like, overseas, they really appreciate good music, while over here in America, you do have that appreciation to a degree, while they're more trendy, basically go on what radio, MTV, and BET tell you?
Well, you know how it is. You're never a hero in your own hometown. So the Europeans love the Americans because America's the home of soul. It's the home of blues and jazz and all the American forms of music. So all throughout Europe, they're big fans of American music and American artists. So that's just the way that it is,
All right, and now going back to Mariah, this was during her pop phase off the debut. She was with Tommy Mottola, and now she just recently released E=MC², and ever since she flipped the whole urban side, she's definitely been getting a lot more love. She was getting love on R&B back when she first came out, but she's definitely more R&B heavy than she was when she first came out.
Because she's smart. The whole world's gone more R&B heavy. And Mariah's a smart woman, and she wants to be down with the good music, and that's where her heart is. She really loves that music, and there it is.
Okay.
And she sings the hell out of it.
Yes, she do with that range. Now, tell me a little bit about the new Diamond in the Rough that Clive brought over from the UK to the States, Leona Lewis.
Don't know her.
Don't know her.
Don't know her.
Okay. What is your current opinion on the state of the music industry as compared to the 70s and 80s?
Okay. To me, music, there's not as much music now as there was back at that time. We were more free at that time, more creative at that time, and going for it. There was more an open acceptance to hearing different styles of music. Now almost everything kind of sounds the same, and that's just how it is. Unless you got cats sampling records from back at that time. I'm still excited by music as I was. I'm still very enthusiastic about music now as I always was. But I have to kind of fit more into what's going on than back at the time when it was more open and more free.
Right. And do you think that Whitney, like, she's in the process of making the big comeback album, that she'll hit them hard?
I hope so. I want to work with her. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm hoping that we can work together and make it all come together, know?
Okay, who are some other people that you are working with right now as we speak?
I'm making my own new album with my own band. I'm excited about that. And right now I'm also producing a big Carnegie Hall show, what's called the Rainforest Concert, with Sting, James Taylor, Billy Joel, and the Beach Boys. So that's where my head's on right now. And then I'm also developing a lot of new artists here in the Bay Area. Cats you haven't heard of yet, but I have a whole stable of brand new voices and people that are going to be exploding on the scene.
Okay, and now do you ever sometimes sit back and think, I've had most of these hits and worked with all these artists and all these Grammys and plaques, and just be amazed at what you've done over the past years in your career?
Sometimes I think about it, but really I don't, because I don't want to end it. I don't want it to stop. So I just keep going. It's not time to look back too much yet. I'm still in the race. I'm still running the marathon.
Right.
So maybe later on in my life I'll stop and look back more. But right now I'm just really trying to keep having the hits, keep having the success, and stay inspired to enjoy it. That doesn't mean to say I don't enjoy what I've done. I enjoy very much the success God's given me. I'm very thankful to God and very grateful to God. But I'm still in the race, and the race is still being run.
Okay, and you were familiar with the New Jack Swing sound that Teddy Riley brought in back in the late 80s and early 90s, correct? What did you think made, like, New Jack Swing so refreshing during that period?